Next up, our patient and great leader of this committee, Chairman Durbin.
Thanks, Senator Klobuchar, and thank you to all the witnesses. I'm sorry I was late, but there's a roll call on the floor, and we're trying to balance things back and forth. Very interested in this issue, but I also want to comment on this hearing. You probably noticed a difference in political philosophy coming out in this hearing. Some of us believe that the so-called ESG, environmental concerns, concerns for diversity and the like, are really part of responsible corporate citizenship. And we believe you can be profitable in America and be respectful of your employees, regardless of their background. And you can also be profitable in America and sensitive to with the fact that we are living through climate change, and we all have to be part of the solution. So there is a difference of opinion on this side of the table I'd like to express. I'd like to ask Mr. Sharma, if I can. After all of your statements, and I've read through them, it's pretty clear to me that you don't see any redeeming feature in this merger.
Yes, I do not. Just because what the companies are doing today, they might be lowering prices, is what they're doing today. What matters is what the structure of the market will be after these companies merge. And even if they sell a few stores, it's going to take competition out of the market. So prices will go up. In fact, there's a 2012 FTC study which looked at retail mergers for grocery stores, and it said if a market is already concentrated and companies merge, prices will go up. Can I also touch on the question of wages, by the way? You know, there's wages, and there's $1 billion which the companies claim they'll pass on if they merge, if they've committed, etc. But how are these wages set by the companies? I mean, these are profit-maximizing companies, and as Kroger states in its 2021 fact book, if I might read that out, this is driven by a data analytics research for specific areas to ensure our wages are competitive with the market. So if there are fewer stores in an area, it would seem to me they would face less competition to hire people. So they might actually reduce wages. So this is, it's completely at odds at how they actually do business.
So the lack of competition does not benefit the consumer. Prices are likely to go up. And the elimination of some stores, it's debatable as to how many and how soon, would mean fewer opportunities to shop, which means at least some inconvenience, if not more. I think of, Mr. McMullen, I think of my hometown of East St. Louis, Illinois. Kroger has been in that area for a long time. And I think of the efforts that I put in, and a lot have joined me, to try to reestablish a grocery store in a town of 20,000 people. National was there for a while, pulled out. And it is a battle. I have it all over my state, in rural areas and in inner city areas. How can this help these communities by having fewer stores?
Senator, thank you for the question. And first, thank you for all your support of organized retail crime. It's a huge help, so I just wanted to mention that. When you look at
my support in stopping organized retail.
Yes, I was going to step in as chair and clarify. Senator.
Very much accepted as the modification. Totally agree, Senator. If you look at across the country, for us, our vision is to serve America. And when we look at serving America, that's every community. And every community is important to us. And today, we're fortunate to be able to do that. That's part of the fun part of our business. Both of us, three of us, enjoy serving rural communities, inner city communities, other parts of the communities. And when you look at, from a combined basis, it'll allow us to create certain economic advantages from a technology standpoint in terms of today, point-of-sale equipment, both point-of-sale systems. We both have teams. Well, obviously, you would only need one team from a technology standpoint. And those things will allow us to leverage what we would call a seamless shopping experience as well.
What I'm getting to is maybe I'm challenging you to think, if you're envisioning the future of markets, supermarkets, to consider what's going on in rural America and inner cities. The markets are closing, but dollar stores are opening. And sadly, the groceries that are available to people in those dollar stores are limited, expensive, and really don't embrace things like fresh produce very often. I've talked to some of the leaders in the grocery business saying, Can you imagine a model where Dollar Store offered something that was reasonable for food pricing in a rural area or a small town area? Could that work? Do you think of those things?
Absolutely. From the people that we compete against, we would look at dollar stores, Walmart, Costco. If you look at rural communities, we would look at, we're testing a couple of smaller stores. We're also testing what we call hometown, where it's using our delivery infrastructure where somebody can pick up at their local community. We're testing several different areas because we think it's a business opportunity that the dollar stores principally get. And we're trying several different approaches to that.
I sure hope you do, because it's desperately needed in these towns with dwindling populations and in the inner city areas. And I worry that the merger is going to just consolidate the operations to the point where there's not a chance for these towns in the future.
Yeah, Senator, I appreciate the comment. If you look at Dollar General example, they have 18,000 locations. We see that as a business opportunity in terms of serving where they serve. And for us, fresh is one of our differences on go-to-market. And it's something that we believe is an opportunity, and we're testing things to try. So thank you for the question.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Madam Chair.